Hello everyone. Today we will learn about pancreas. The pancreas is a creamy pink gland and its weight is around 60 gram and its length is about 12 to 15 centimeters. Those are the dimensions. Let's see the main topic about pancreas. The pancreas is mainly divided into three parts: head, body and tail. The head part lies in the curvature of the duodenum. Here you can see this is the duodenum and this is the head part of the pancreas. The body lies behind the stomach. This part, this part is the body of pancreas, and this part lies behind the stomach. And this is the tail part, which which is in front of the left kidney, and its tail is just touching the spleen. So here you can see this is the duodenum, and this is the head of the pancreas, which is inside the curvature of duodenum, and the middle part is present behind the stomach and the tail part is near the left kidney. So now we will see how pancreas is an important gland during digestion. Pancreas acts both exocrine as well as endocrine. That's why pancreas is known as a heterocrine gland, or we can call it mixocrine gland, because it performs both endocrine as well as exocrine functions. Here it's a diagram of the pancreas. These small alveolar type cells are known as the acinar cells, and these are actually the exocrine part of the pancreas. And these acinar cells are formed of acini, small acini. We call them pancreatic acini, and these comprise about 95% of the pancreatic tissue. Here is a small enlarged view of these acinar cells. This is the duct of the acinar cells, and these are the acinar cells, and this is known as a acinus. These cells secrete enzymes which are gathered in this alveolar place, and they are carried through this duct, and this duct gets joined to form a bigger duct, and this duct is known as the pancreatic duct. This pancreatic duct moves forward and it joins with the common bile duct to form the hepatopancreatic duct, which opens in the duodenum, and in the place of opening of the hepatopancreatic duct into the duodenum, there is a ampulla, and this ampulla is known as the ampulla vater. Ampulla means something which is enlarged at the base like this. This is known as the ampulla, and this ampulla has a specific name known as the ampulla vater. And the duodenum is the first part of the intestine which receives ducts from pancreas as well as liver. There is a small duct which reaches the duodenum before the hepatopancreatic duct, just prior to this duct. This one is the duct which reaches duodenum before hepatopancreatic duct. And if we see about the functions of hormones on pancreas, then this pancreatic duct is stimulated by the secretin, which is released by the small intestine. This secretin stimulates the pancreatic duct to secrete bicarbonates, which maintain a basic pH of the pancreatic juice. And the pancreatic juice, whose pH is around 8.5, is nothing but the combination of the secretions of duct and the secretions of acinary cells. The secretion of the duct are bicarbonates, and the secretions of the acinar cells may be some enzymes, directly enzymes, or proenzyme. Proenzyme means inactive enzymes. Some enzymes are amylase, lipase, DNase, RNase, and some proenzymes like trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidase. If we are asked how will we recognize an active enzyme and an inactive enzyme, then we can say that whenever there is gen or pro in an enzyme, then that enzyme is inactive and it needs to be activated for its action. And the enzymes of the pancreas are known as the zymogens. See, there is another hormone released by the duodenum. This is known as the enterokinase. This enterokinase converts inactive trypsinogen into active trypsin, and the active trypsin converts other zymogens like procarboxypeptidase, chymotrypsinogen. It converts other zymogens into active form, which help in carbohydrate, fat, protein, DNA, RNA metabolism. Now let's see the functions of the pancreas. We will see the functions of pancreas in two ways: exocrine functions and endocrine functions. The exocrine functions of the pancreas include the actions of the enzymes which are released by the pancreas, and these enzymes are present and they are combinedly known as the pancreatic juice. The pancreatic juice contains proteases, procarboxypeptidase, pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase, and all these enzymes do their job separately. Like proteins are digested by the proteases and procarboxypeptidase into peptides. There may be dipeptide, tripeptide, and amino acids. The carbohydrates are digested into monosaccharides by the pancreatic amylase. The fats are converted into fatty acids plus glycerol by the action of pancreatic lipase. In the same way, the functions of pancreas are controlled by both sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system stimulates the digestive system or stimulates the pancreas to release its enzyme, whereas the sympathetic nervous system inhibits bile and pancreatic juice release. We will see an enzyme known as the cholecystokine pancreatic zymase or cholecystokine pancreatic zymase, CCK-PZ in short. This enzyme stimulates both bile and pancreatic juice secretion, and this enzyme is also released from the small intestine. And earlier I told you about the function of secretin, which stimulates the secretion of bicarbonates by the pancreatic ducts. Now when we see the endocrine functions of pancreas, we will see islets of Langerhans, and these islets of Langerhans comprise almost 5% of the pancreatic tissue, and these are the main cells. These are actually the groups of cells of endocrine part of the pancreas. The islets of Langerhans comprises of mainly 5 types of cells: the alpha cell, beta cell, delta cell, epsilon and upsilon cell. The alpha cell releases glucagon, which decreases blood glucose level, or I mistakenly told the wrong one. Glucagon increases the blood glucose level, because when the level of glucose drops in blood, then glucagon breaks down the glycogen which was stored in the muscle, liver, all of these organs. The glucagon breaks the glycogen into glucose and it increases the level of glucose in blood. So it is a hyperglycemic hormone. Remember one thing: whenever we are asked about the function of a hormone, then the function is always seen on blood. Like what is the effect of the hormone on blood? We only talk about blood, we never talk about tissue or muscles or any other things. Now the beta cells secrete insulin, which is a hypoglycemic hormone. It means it will decrease the level of glucose in blood, so it is known as a hypoglycemic hormone. It helps in the absorption of glucose from blood to the cells through the GLUT4 receptor. Now we will see about the delta cells. The delta cells secrete a hormone known as the somatostatin, which is a growth inhibiting hormone. Actually, this hormone also gives a negative feedback on the functions of insulin as well as glucagon. And the epsilon cell releases ghrelin, which is also known as the hunger hormone, and the upsilon cell, which releases pancreatic polypeptide. So this was all about pancreas and its function. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video.